This video is the second video in our scheduler series, and it's about how to add classes to the schedule. First click Schedule, then Schedule from the menu. Once all the classes appear, if you have any on the schedule, you'll see that it can be crowded when you have a whole schedule already done. To add classes, the best thing to do is select the grade, let's say grade 2 in this case, which reduces the number of classes on the schedule, so all that we have now are the grade 2 classes. So adding a class, you would select a time by clicking once and then dragging down to select the whole time period, clicking, and then the class timing window appears. Here's where you actually create the class. At this point, you would already have created classes and enrolled some teachers and possibly students. It's not required that students are in classes at this point, but if you want the scheduler to help you detect clashes for people, then having the classes and the full enrollment helps, although it's not necessary. Now you would select the class section you want to add to the schedule, and you can find classes by searching. We'll search for grade 2, and let's say we want to add a homeroom class here. You'll notice that the subject defaults to the grade section. For the subject line, which actually is what appears here, you don't need all of this information, so we can actually get rid of this in the subject line and just have grade 2 homeroom Ghazala. The description, again, defaults to the grade section, and you can add any other information that you might want to hear, that there's an extra teacher in the room, that this room is streamed online, those sorts of things. The next thing to determine is most classes are repeat classes, in that they usually repeat every Friday, every Monday, or Monday and Wednesday. So to take care of that, you select on for the repeat, and you get another menu here. So generally classes will repeat weekly. You want them to repeat, say, Monday and Friday, or just Friday, as is the case here. But you have to tell the scheduler when you want the classes to stop. Generally, that's the last day of classes for your academic year. You click the calendar. We'll move ahead a year to June, and we'll assume, let's say, June 24th is the last day of classes. That will be that. So this particular class, grade 2 homeroom, will repeat weekly every Friday from 8:45 to 9:45. Once we click this done, you'll see that it appears here on the schedule. And if we move forward, you'll see that it's actually in every week, every Friday. So that's how to add a class to a schedule. Here is enforce people in room clashes. If this is yes, the scheduler will do its best job to indicate whether or not the room is already in use, or some people in the class, either a teacher or students, are cross-referenced, so a clash will occur, because generally people can't be in two places at once, or nor can they be in two rooms at once. However, with COVID, sometimes teachers can actually be in two places at once, in that they could be in the classroom and also streaming their class online, and in essence they are in two places at once. They're in the classroom and probably in someone's living room or bedroom or somewhere. Here I notice a TB announces the room. I forgot to add the room, so if we need to edit that, we can click here and go edit the whole series, and we're just going to add a room. Generally for this class is grade 2. We'll look for the grade 2 room, which is here, and then we'll update it, and the room is indicated. Again, if there was a room clash, it would have alerted you to that. If you want to turn room clashes off, you just click no, room and people clashes. That way the scheduler will not detect the clash. And given the current COVID crisis and a lot of classes being hybrid, some are in class, some are online, some are in class and streamed online at the same time, sometimes we can run into people clashes, and we may want to turn that off if it causes any issues. In the next video, we'll take a look at updating and moving classes.